Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do an updated video about I need to keep my big mouth shut because a lot's changed since my last video on this. So I wanted to share with you guys about the beauty of silence and some things that I have learned. Let me get right into it. As you guys probably can tell, I have the gift to gab. And when you run your mouth a lot of times, guess what? You can end up putting your foot in it, or many times dig your grave even deeper, or dig a hole even deeper, because everything you say, you're just making matters worse. Have any of you been there, done that? Well, I know I have, and I have been learning the beauty of silence, and I know I'm being successful at it, and let me tell you why. Recently, when I was on the phone with two different friends, and this happened in the same week, both friends said, "Dawn, are you listening? Are you still there? Dawn?" I've had two different friends do that. I said, "Yes, I'm here. I promise. I am actively listening." And I was not distracted. I was in a full listening mode, just listening to what they have to say. Many times before in my past, I would be listening to people and be thinking about how I want to respond. And now I'm really working on improving my listening skills. I know I have a long way to go, but I have gotten better in just actively listening rather than always responding. Many times what I would do is I would share everything with everybody, which would make people ask a lot of personal questions. Now, that was my issue, and I'm the one that attracted that because of me sharing everything. And then people would love to give unsolicited advice, or even advice maybe that I asked for, and then what would happen is I would try to explain things or get defensive and things, and it would just end up being this whole big thing. I am learning more and more just the beauty of silence. Even when people say things I disagree with, or even if I think they're wrong, right now in my life, and I know it sounds really, and this is not an easy thing to do, I allow everyone to think they're right, no matter what. It doesn't even matter, because it's just not worth getting into an argument. So basically, I have just been really working on being silent, and I'm going to tell you what it feels like to me. It feels like I've taken my power back, and I absolutely love it. I'm learning a lot. I'm not making assumptions like I used to, and it's just been wonderful, and I feel like many of my relationships have been enriched. And the bottom line is, I used to want people to think the best of me, and so I'd over-defend myself and explain, but the more I tried to explain things, the more I tried to defend myself, the worse it got, and the worse I made myself look, so it had the opposite effect. I know we've heard this statement before, what other people think of you is none of your business. How many of us have thought of that? But as you guys know, I'm 56, I'll be 57 in March, and I know that many of you probably feel this way as you're getting older, that the things that were once important to you no longer are, and maybe that's a good thing. And I know that there's many areas and personality flaws that I have, and I'm not perfect, but all I can do is strive to be a better person, and being a better listener and keeping quiet and just staying out of things or staying in my own lane and not getting involved in things has just been wonderful. So when a friend says, "Hey Dawn, you should do this," my old response would be try to give all the excuses of why I'm not going to do it. Now I say, you know, that might be something I look at. Thank you for your valued feedback, and I move on. Now if somebody were to push me and keep going on and on, I'd say, "Hey, like I said, thanks for your feedback. I'm going to go ahead and let you go because I have things to do. I hope you have a good day, and thank you," and move on. And a lot of times now, I just smile and go, "Uh-huh. Oh, that's an interesting perspective. Uh-huh. Okay. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing." And I just move on, because so many of these things that I thought were really important aren't important. I'm just right now, and I'm going to be doing another video on this, I'm just kind of reevaluating my life and asking myself, what is really important to me? What are my values? And how do I want to live my life? And how can I be a wonderful and encouraging and loving and peaceful person to other people? What can I give back to the world? And one of the things I can give back is being more open-minded, being a better listener, and like I said at the beginning of this video, keeping my big mouth shut. And I'll end with that. I love you, I appreciate you, and like always, I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.